I love it, man. What up, y'all? What's up, y'all?
This is a call and response, right?
Uh-huh.
So it's what's up, y'all? Hey!
I love it, man. Welcome. Y'all been in the dojo session before, man. This is our family in the room, man. It's good to see everybody here.
Welcome back, y'all.
Uh-huh.
Round of applause for yourself.
Round of applause for yourself. One time for the one time, man.
Good.
So since the last time they saw us in person, you know, we jumped off the podcast, man. How has that experience been for you, man?
So, you know, the whole idea of dojo sessions was to bring exposure to local amazing acts. Not even local, just amazing acts that we feel like people, you know, these people need to be seen. So with that energy, it then became, well, we want to talk to people. We want to know about these artists. We want to have real dialogue, real conversations. And that stemmed into Dojo Sessions Live.
For sure, man. I think this one is very special for me because it ain't all the time we get to see people in the room, especially when we having the conversations. And a lot of y'all have been having conversations with us through the comments. And so, there we go. And a lot of y'all been having conversations with us, so it's dope to be able to be in person with y'all, and we can just have the same dialogue that we was having on social media. We can actually have it in person, man.
One thing that I really loved, you know, with Poet and I, you know, having these conversations was really the opportunity to be vulnerable. I talk a lot about this all the time with my homies. We always talk about a place for people to be vulnerable, have real thoughts, real ideas, not feel judged. And from the first time we rapped, even from, you know, outside of this, it was that energy. And I felt, you know, I've always considered you a safe space, and I think it's vice versa. And I always, you know, say that all men should have that type of energy. All people should have that type of energy. But it's special when I can have it with my homies.
Yeah, man. And so in the room, man, we're going to have a float microphone, man, so that we can have conversations with y'all, and y'all can have conversation with us. So, yes, we do have guests that we will that will be performing and have conversation with us, but it'll also be a conversation with the people in the room. So I'm looking forward to seeing.
So who's seen the show? I mean, who's seen it? What was your favorite topic that we've ever talked about? No, floating mic, sir.
Where is the microphone?
I'm sorry, sir.
Two. What's good in the hoodie?
What's up, homie? Who are you?
My name is Brian Doyle.
Welcome.
Nah, man. Also known as Uptown Kermit, Hey Lover on
my man
Instagram.
gave the AKAs.
Yeah,
True?
Yeah.
Okay.
Trombonist for Future Band DC, if y'all ain't seen this or whatever. But one of my favorite topics was day twos, day one, day twos. That's solid. I'm gonna share this. I am going to share an experience
Please.
with. I'm trying to enunciate because of these braces. Forgive me. But my man,
you look good, brother.
Thank you. But my good man James Poet.
My man put the trombone down. Let's go. Let's get into it.
Him and I met in a go-go band in like ANC. I can't remember when. Rest in peace, our man Dion. MTM.
Rest in peace.
It was like 2009. I had a horn section. He had Future Band going on. We collabed, and this been my brother ever since.
That's a fact.
Day two type shit, but
for sure.
Day one, Sandbox. I consider him my brother. He done met the kids, been over
sir.
the crib, grilled,
yes,
smoothies,
sir.
all that, worked out runs, all that, man.
Absolutely,
you know
man. Shout out to the day twos.
Shout out to the
Yeah,
day twos.
I love you, brother. I appreciate it.
I love you
man.
too, dog.
Yeah.
I mean, there's something about day twos, right? This is when you're talking about a day two, they probably weren't with you from the Sandbox.
Right.
You met them in college, you might have met them in high school, but that second phase of life where you're a different person too.
That's a fact.
Yeah, so you know, it's been very intriguing about the day twos. I'm
and
glad
that's
that
real,
was
man.
that was one.
Sometimes everybody can't grow with you, you know, and that doesn't mean that there's something wrong with you or something wrong with them, but sometimes you just grow in different directions, and your alignment is with new people now. And that's okay, man. So shout out to my man Doyle. What about anybody else? Somebody
raised their hand
man?
hard. Now they acting brand new.
Don't be shy, man.
Favorite episode.
One more, just one more. Somebody sing one.
Wow.
One. Somebody in the room. We ain't moving on.
Go ahead, Thad. No, for you, Thad. For you.
For her.
Oh, she just didn't want to talk. Okay.
My favorite episode was Fulfillment in the Journey.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Come on, somebody.
No. Talk more. Hold on, sis. You try to say it and just give the mic back?
Fulfillment.
Please. Please.
It was one of my favorites.
Expand on that a little bit if you don't mind.
It was one of my favorites only because it met me in a place where I was trying to, I'm in a position of transition. So I was trying to find fulfillment And so it kind of gave me a little insight, I guess,
That's lit.
on, how I can gain fulfillment and still be,
There it is. I love that, man.
Yeah, thank you
I
for
appreciate
that.
you tuning in.
But
too,
look,
man.
that's why I say expand. I really felt that.
For sure.
Like, I'm going to write that in my notes. Position, what'd you say? Say that phrase again. Position of transition. Position of transition. That's fire.
Yes, sir, man. So what we talking about, man? What's going on today? What's going on in today's world? June coming up. June is Mental Health Month for men, right? Men's Mental Health Month in June.
Yes, it is.
Shout out to all my guys in the building, man. We work very, very hard all the time. Everybody wears a million hats in the room, and sometimes we don't get the opportunity to reset, And so I think it's important to acknowledge all my brothers in the room. Shout out to my sisters, but I want to acknowledge my brothers in the room, man, and just kind of get some insight on you guys. Like, what do you do, right, when you need a reset? You know what I'm saying? When you got a million things going on in the world, right? But you just need a moment, to reset. What is your practice?
So I'm a socialite. My name is Dio Kasoko. But people don't know about me. What some people do is I do enjoy peace and quiet, right?
Facts.
Moments away from the energy. When you have a lot of energy and you're giving a lot of energy to the world, sometimes your cup gets low. I literally wrote on Threads the other day, and I don't even remember. I used to put a lot more out on Facebook back in the day. I don't know if you remember all the long statuses.
Yes.
But I realized if you put your opinion out too much, someone's going to judge your opinion. So for a while, I was really like, man, I'm going to be more. We talked about this.
Yeah, for sure.
The more you put your stuff out, the more you're going to be judged. But in the end, I had to realize and take a step back, it doesn't matter. Yeah. None of it matters. Everyone's always going to have an opinion about you. Someone's always going to feel a certain way. So authenticity is the best. I wrote this on my Threads status the other day too. Threads. That's twice I've shouted you out. I wrote. Oh God.
What did you write?
No, I forgot. But I will get back to that. Damn, I was really excited, and I started thinking about how do I really work with Threads. I'm sorry, that's how my mind works.
It's all good, man.
But peace and quiet, relaxation, music, jazz.
Yeah.
Park, walk. I might have my little camera, and I'm taking pictures of people sporadically. It's how I fell in love with the art. So
yeah, for sure.
Yeah, candids.
Man, I think that for me, my reset is just making it home, bro. That's like the blessing of making it home for me. It's like so many things happening in the world, and all of us watch social media, all of us watch the news, and a lot of people don't get to do that, And especially in Washington D.C. area, the crime rate is crazy. So my peace, soon as when I walk through the door, I just thank God for being able to do that, And then having these moments to be able to express myself to my peers, to my family members, to my support system right here in the room. This is a blessing. This is a reset for me, right? Just to be able to talk with y'all, you know what I'm saying? Everybody don't got an outlet to even speak. That's crazy, you know what I mean?
Bro, it's something special about community.
Yeah.
And you're right. We can't take these moments for granted,
That's
man.
a fact.
I recently lost a friend and his wife. And his girlfriend to some domestic violence. Just the reality of what's really happening in everyday life makes moments like this really special. I shared it with you guys, so I'm just glad to be here.
Yes, that's a fact.
Feeling good.
Man. We got this wonderful band right here to the left of me.
Oh, snap.
So, y'all, for those who've been coming to Dojo Sessions, before it was Dojo Session Live, it was all about the music, man. So I want to jam out for just a moment before we prepare.
We're going to get this thing started.
For
Good
our
energy.
First guest. If my brothers could just vibe out for a second. Give me some. Let's do it. Vibe. Go. Yes, sir.
Welcome to the dojo,
Vibe.
y'all.
Yo. Yes, sir. Come on. Hey. 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 Say Dojo Session. Vibe with us. Come on. Yo. Yo. Yes, sir. Come on. Yo. Yo. Yes, sir. Come on. Vibe. Let's go. Yeah. Come on.
Ladies and gentlemen, I want to give a quick, big shout out to the producer of the Dojo Sessions Live. Those amazing lighting, the awesome videos. Shout out to Thaddeus. Thaddeus Pryor, man.
Shout out to that.
It's a good brother right there.
I like the light.
We got Jeremy Ives on the BTS.
And the camera.
They call him Jive Shots. Jive Shots.
So we got a special guest right here with us today, man. My brother, man, I met him on U Street music scene maybe like 10 years ago. This brother is so very talented. He is part of the Recording Academy, the Grammy Board. Has done some amazing things at the Kennedy Center, has some amazing residencies, and he's currently on tour with I want to say country band, but he'll correct me when he gets out here. My brother from another, Mr. Dante Pope. Put your hands together one time.
Uber talented, man. Welcome, dog.
Yes, sir. Have a seat.
Hold on, I gotta take a second to realize what's happening here.
Yeah, man.
This is fire.
This is full circle.
This is like some black excellence, talking to the stars of tomorrow and today.
Yes, sir.
You comfy, bro? Talk to the mic.
Be what up.
Right, we on. We good now.
Good, brother. Welcome.
Can we cut the reverb?
Brother Dante Pope, man, how you feeling, man?
I feel good, man. I didn't know that I was gonna be affirmed like that before coming up here.
Hey, I have to, brother.
I
That's
appreciate
my
it.
obligation.
All of what I heard, I had to step outside to center myself. I was just like, I thought I was just finna get up here and do a hoo and like
and get him out of here.
leave. Like, you up here preaching and shit?
Dante, what is it about affirmations, man? I feel like there's something special with affirming into people.
Well, I think in general, everything we say is an affirmation, given your breath is your spirit.
Yes, sir.
You know, so I think it's important that we are intentional with what we're saying. As a father, I think, you know, it's something I've newly been introduced to and being more careful how I speak around the house.
Oh, wow.
Because he's at the age that he's like repeating and mirroring and modeling. And it's just like, yo, I got to really just be intentional. You know what I'm saying? So
One of the most powerful phrases I've heard from my children is, "Daddy, I want to be just like you."
oh, man.
Like,
yeah.
I almost broke down.
Yeah, that would get me.
Here we go. Do you?
Yeah.
No, I'm joking.
Yeah, I hear that. Yeah.
No, of
So
course
much
you
to
do,
learn.
but you know what it is.
Yeah.
That's dope, man. I want, if you don't mind,
Yeah.
if you could brag on yourself for just a moment, because you have many accolades that I think it's important for the world to know exactly what it is that how God has used you in different
Sam.
spaces and the things that you were able to accomplish through that, if you don't mind.
And it's not bragging, Dante.
Yeah,
If
yeah,
facts
just-
like facts are facts. I
Facts
think
are
we got to
facts.
start getting used to that as people.
Yeah.
you did it. So
Yeah,
You did
so I
it.
guess if we're going to have a Sankofa moment, I'll start from the root. I'm from the city of Chicago, born and raised from the west side of Chicago, a neighborhood called K-Town. Every street begins with a K, Colon, Cadville, Keeler, all that. Notable K-Town rappers would be like Twista and Lupe. Everybody else is from the south side, which it makes sense. But so I just, in my root, my dad's a pastor. So I started playing music in the church as a drummer. And of course, if you play in the church, you're going to touch every rhythm section instrument. So, you know what I'm saying?
They be
It's
putting them to
that's-
work, yo.
That's what I was every day. So, you know, I'm a product of the black church, I would say, and black culture. So I gotta pay homage to that and a great family. But through that foundation, I was blessed to go to Fisk University and was a member of the Fisk Jubilee Singers, which is a very historic group that is the reason Nashville is coined Music City, is because this group in 1871 traveled to Europe to save the school and got $100,000 from Queen Victoria. And that's how Fisk is still here, from that like investment from black people traveling on water in 1870 to perform. So that's kind of dope. And then from there, everything else is Washington, D.C., man. I moved here to work for my member of Congress, Danny Davis, from Chicago. And I was on the Hill for 5 years, from 2007 to 2012. And it was through that experience that I actually ended up here. You know, my roommates were all from North Carolina.
Yes, sir.
Where they from, man?
Durham, am I right? Okay,
Hey.
Bull City.
I was waiting for
So-
the person to get hyped.
So this is I can't really brag. It's just like, man, DC's been so good to me, man. So like, I was on the Hill. I was social chair for the Congressional Black Associates, and so it's your job to throw parties.
Real
You
quick.
good?
Real quick. Pull this microphone down. It's covering your face.
Yeah. And so through that, I was introduced to Lil Laura. I was introduced to like the DC scene because I had to hire guys
Yeah.
to come play.
Yeah.
So I used to go to this club called Indulge
Yes, sir.
on Friday.
Who remember Indulge,
Of
man?
course.
Yeah.
I used to be in the club. I used to be in the club.
Yeah, so there was a little short thing that would be in there, just like yelling her face off. I'm like, she cute as hell. I mean, she's like, yo, what's good? You know, and she's like, oh, you know, my name is Casey. This is my band. And so like 2008, 2009, I had Black Alley like doing events. You know, I met Omar, and that was the first band and first musical thing I ever did here. Because when I moved here, I only wanted to be a staffer.
Oh.
And just I started kicking it with Omar, and I'm like, man, can I just sit in sometime? I'm here all the time after work. You know,
Yeah.
James was my roommate. He could tell you we was out there.
Yeah.
So I was in Black Alley from 2009 to like 2010, 2011.
That's crazy.
Like
I
when
didn't even know
Ibiza first opened when he was doing the joint with Back and
Ibiza.
Early.
hitting LaFontaine Blue with
I missed that
Belladonna
joint,
and
bro.
stuff. And so as a Chicago, and it was like I'm getting this go-go experience, played at Lincoln Park United Methodist Church.
Oh, man, yeah.
And Calvin Jones Jr. was the trumpet player there, whose father started the jazz program at UDC.
Yeah.
My man Mike, who played the trombone for EU,
Right,
Yeah.
right.
he was there. He recently passed. It's like I got to pay homage to DC first.
Yeah, man.
So from that, I'm on 2 Grammy-nominated projects. Played with a brother by the name of Dom Flemings.
Oh,
Yeah.
He was the founder of the Carolina Chocolate Drops, a country folk band. I was music director for Raheem Devon for like a small part of time, but his drummer for about 2 years.
Yeah.
I arranged the Tiny Desk that we did in
Yeah.
2017, so
Yep.
that was a big honor. And then transitioned into like the country music space. So right now I'm the drummer for a group called Old Crow Medicine Show.
Yeah.
If you know the song Wagon Wheel, if anybody's ever heard it, Darius Rucker version or their version, that's their tune.
Yeah.
They wrote it back in like '04. And so I've been living pretty much between here and Nashville
Yeah, man.
the last year, man. Just,
And you on tour right now?
yeah. We tour roughly a year. We do 95 dates.
Wow, man.
95
awesome.
days.
I'm glad you made time for it here today, man.
Hey, man, it's good to be around
You
black
came
people.
straight off the road for real.
You hear what I'm
Say it
saying?
again into the
It's
mic.
good to be around black people.
Come on, man.
I love the country bluegrass world, but it's nothing like this, man. I mean, literally, we do the largest we did. We did a show at Luke Combs at Lincoln Financial where the Eagles play.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
I was outside of me and the people that worked at the venue. It was peppered. You know what I'm saying?
That was it.
It's
Y'all saw
you
each
know,
other, gave each other the nod.
And I say all that to say too. That's why I'm still here in DC. I think since I've been here, I've heard a lot of artists from your Wale's and other cats who've done big things who like talk about trying to build something sustainable here.
Yeah.
And so for me, it's like, well, this country space is actually it's topping hip hop now.
Yeah.
And as a musician who's somehow fallen in there, I'm seeing a lane where like, hey, if musicians up here could learn this style, that's another form of income.
There it is.
That's not jazz, that's not hip hop, that's not what we would kind of typically want to play.
Absolutely.
So it's been a blessing, man.